And we're back once again, the Division Podcast. It feels good to be back.
Shout out to the Division.
With my compadres. What's up, fellas?
What it do?
I'm Ryan G, your moderator.
I'm Mr. Taylor.
And I'm Reggie F, baby.
How y'all been, fellas? We've been out of here for a minute.
Man, between Hurricane Laura and Sally
COVID and Sally.
I forgot all their names.
And Bertha and
Still
Betsy.
dealing with the COVID, you know, with all the mandates and everything going on. Hope everybody being safe out there.
Yeah, please, by all means, try to.
Err on the side of caution. You know, there's a lot of questions going on with what's going on with this, the vaccine, the virus, and all that stuff. It is real, and I just want everybody to err on the side of caution.
Please, by all means.
Till we're 100% certain.
Yeah, man. I mean, speaking of that, you know, rest in peace to my uncle Lionel Rise. Passed away this morning.
R.I.P. man.
At 2:30 in the morning, and he had some underlying condition, and it's due to COVID. And rest in peace, man. He was a real good man.
Shout out to the family.
Definitely gonna be missed.
Yeah, man. Much love, much love. We've been out of here with all that what y'all said, the hurricanes and all this, that, and the third. I had a separated shoulder, couldn't come up in here and whatnot, so we finally made it up in here.
Yeah, we're back, baby.
We're gonna try to catch up with everything that we've missed, man.
You wanna elaborate on how you separated your shoulder?
I fell on it.
They want to know.
Okay. I fell on it because for a lot of folks that don't know out there, I'm an amputee. I'm a left leg amputee.
Okay.
And when I'm hopping around my house, I don't like to wear the leg, and I fell on my shoulder.
Yep, I think
that's what happened.
Greek Freak lost, and he got to acting a fool up in there, jumping up and down, and done hurt himself.
Yeah, threw his.
Let y'all tell it.
He threw himself into his television.
Was it a Cowboy loss?
I
can't even remember.
It would be more prone to be a Cowboy
Might have been a Cowboy loss
than the Bucks loss.
Can't remember. Might have been a Cowboy loss.
He threw himself into his TV on the wall.
So what we gonna do? We gonna cover everything we missed with basketball, football, baseball, UFC. We're gonna cover it all. So we got 2 hours.
So
we even had some golf come through.
So just to recap, it's a different type of show we doing today because we missed a couple weeks. We're gonna spend 1 hour going over the last 2 weeks, and then we're gonna go into the new show on the second hour. So just bear with us right here. Mr. Ryan gonna lead the way.
So if you're listening on YouTube, you're watching us on YouTube, please go down to that little button down there, click subscribe, and also you'll have the link for the second episode. So as soon as this episode stops running, you'll be right into part 2, and it'll be one cohesive episode for you. For everybody that's watching on AOC or whatnot, we will be airing both episodes. Just be on the lookout for it.
Mm-hmm. Just make sure you subscribe because we're about to start breaking these segments down in the sports segments. So if you're not big on the baseball and you're not big on the football and you just want to catch the basketball snippets of it, we're going to start breaking that down. So y'all ain't got to sit there and watch the whole hour.
Yeah, Ryan G gonna get the snippets going.
Make sure you subscribe so you're a subscriber so you can get them right when they drop.
Just throw me out there, boy.
I wasn't even listening. Good thing I wouldn't.
He trying to be Robert Kraft over there.
Oh, get out of here.
He trying to get his Robert Kraft on.
Hey, you should have seen his eyes. Watch when you see the show. Watch his eyes.
He trying to get his Robert Kraft on. Anyway, let's start out with the NBA. When we last left off, my boy, the Freak, he had won the MVP, fellas.
Yeah.
Most valuable player in the regular season.
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Antetokounmpo.
Not taking nothing away from him. He's a great player, you know, and he's gonna have a great career. He has a bright future. I'm very, you know, disappointed in that choice right there.
Why?
With the MVP choice?
Yeah, because
it was just him and LeBron, huh?
Yeah,
and Harden.
True. It was him and LeBron, and I just feel like
I think Luka was a little disrespected in that race, also.
Yeah, I believe that as well.
Luka Doncic.
So I'm not gonna elaborate and get too deep in it, but I will say this: the way that they used to give out the MVP back then and how they give it out now it's like completely different. So I don't understand. Well, I don't understand. You know, it used to be more about the most valuable player for the NBA. And so now, you know, I really don't understand how they judge it now.
So leading the league and everything is not the most valuable player in the NBA in the regular season?
Leading the league and everything?
Yeah, points and field goal percentage and wins and what stat are you talking about?
Well, I mean,
I just think LeBron had a great season.
Yeah,
I commend him for keeping his body in shape at the age he's
35 years old, 17th year in the league.
It just was a knock on him. It was a knock on the MVP race because Anthony Davis led the Lakers in points, rebounds, steals, and blocks, and shooting efficiency.
It doesn't matter. Michael Jordan had Scottie Pippen
Yeah,
and a
but I
whole
mean,
other
if you don't
bunch
lead,
of
if you
players
don't
at the
lead,
time
if
too.
you don't lead
and
your team,
he still was getting MVP.
but if you don't
he
lead
still
your
was
team
getting MVP.
in the majority of them categories, you ain't lead your.
You can't be the MVP.
Anthony
of the league.
Davis is the
I just
alpha.
don't
on your
understand. Okay, how you gonna be the MVP 2 years in a row?
Well, how you gonna be the MVP and you're not the alpha on your team?
Yeah.
How you gonna be the MVP 2 years in a row? And look what happens whenever it get real.
That
But
MVP
that's a
has
regular
nothing to
season
do.
award.
Thank you,
It doesn't
thank you.
matter.
Can't put them together.
It
Yep,
doesn't
see,
matter.
here we go.
Do that.
Yeah,
You want it
that's
your
it.
way.
You know what?
You want it
LeBron
your
gonna
way
get
when
his
you want
shine
it your
later
way.
on, bro. We talking about
No,
the regular season. You can't add them together.
Okay,
It
so
doesn't work like that.
the regular season, he was a dog, and how much he averaged? He averaged like 25 or 26 this year, over 10 assists a game.
Man,
how many blocks?
one
How many
defensive player
how
of the
many
year.
blocks? How many steals?
Man,
come
Chris
on, now.
Chris Middleton didn't come to play until
No, he did
game
not.
4 after he got hurt and was gone.
I don't
Trash.
care. I don't care about that
Trash.
because that wasn't an excuse all throughout
Come
the
on,
season.
man. Come on, man.
That wasn't
So,
no excuse throughout the season.
Giannis Antetokounmpo
That's
is
your
your
MVP, Peoples.
Yeah,
So
that's
now-
the MVP. Shout out to Giannis. Shout out to
No,
Greek
no,
Freak.
no knock to LeBron. It just was. I mean, he had Anthony Davis there.
Well, he made All NBA first team. Let's give him that. He made All NBA
Whatever.
first team along with James Harden,
First team. See that? How many bucks
Luka
you see on there?
Doncic, Freak.
How
and
many
Anthony
Lakers you
Davis.
see on that page? How many bucks you see on that page? And there go Luka. Luka should have been in there.
And that's your first team. Any thoughts on it?
That don't have nothing to do with it.
I
Because
like
that's the
that
case
team
why
right there.
AD wasn't up for MVP the way you talking.
I like that team right there.
Come on, you say
All
AD, you say
NBA
AD the
first
alpha.
That's why he can't be up in there
why
because
he
of
wasn't the
LeBron.
MVP.
He can't be
All
because
right.
of LeBron.
Yes, he could.
It's just, I mean,
You
hey,
just say it's about your numbers. It's not about who
well,
you're next to.
at they stage of their career, it's about winning championships. So all these little accolades, I don't even see why LeBron got in his feelings.
No, it wasn't that he didn't get. He
And as
didn't
for
get in his
LeBron,
feelings
he
because
got in his feelings.
It wasn't
Yes,
because
he did.
it wasn't because he didn't win it.
All
It was
NBA
because he
team
only had like
selection.
16 votes.
Ryan, didn't he get in his feelings?
No, that's
There
because-
was a report after he did an interview after the
He
day after
only-
the
Yeah, he
MVP
did.
drop.
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
Thank
he
you.
did.
No,
Yeah,
he
he
said
did.
he was
He did.
upset on that interview.
What he upset about?
He said because he only had 16 votes.
He
and
said-
that's
So?
the thing.
He said
that's
he-
the thing he said.
'Cause
Like
who
really,
voted
that's-
for him?
he said he not worried about not winning it. He said, but 16 votes.
Yeah, that's plenty.
That's
mean,
plenty.
That's plenty.
If you're
Oh,
not
come
gonna
on,
win
man.
it, if you're not gonna win it, what was
16
he
votes,
said,
Ryan.
He said we don't know the criteria. That's the thing with
16
me and
votes?
LeBron fans. They want to break
How many
everything
votes he
down
supposed to
when
get?
he doesn't win
16
something.
votes.
How many
Ryan.
total
Yeah,
votes
bro.
is it?
Oh,
how
come
how
on.
many
16
total votes
votes,
is
man.
it?
Man, it's
I think like 100.
100 or something
I think
like
like
that.
100.
Yeah.
And he got 16.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Exactly. Thank you,
He
Waylon.
got
Thank
16.
you, Waylon. That's what he was
16
talking
first
about.
place votes. First
That's what he
place.
said.
Yeah, I
It
got you got
doesn't matter.
second place,
16 out of
third
100.
Shout out to Bron,
16
man.
out of
Shout out to
100.
Bron,
That's
Bron.
why he said that's why he said he don't know how they judging it now for him to get 16
He,
votes
he
out of 100.
shouldn't even be concerned
Yeah,
about that at
he
this
didn't
stage
win
of his
it.
career.
No,
didn't
he
win.
said it pissed him off,
He's
and that's
still
why
playing
he
ball.
gonna get the
He's
championship.
still playing ball right now to get these rings.
It doesn't matter, man.
NBA All Second
Second team. I like that first team though.
Chris Paul, Damian Lillard, Kawhi Leonard,
They-
Pascal Siakam,
Nah,
and the
got some-
I'm not
Nikolai
feeling
Jokic.
that. I'm not feeling that at
It's-
all.
it's some question
because
marks up there.
I like Chris Paul, and I've been riding with Chris Paul, and I'm still ride with him.
I
But
like
I
Lillard.
would have put Murray in the place of Chris Paul, at least for the second team.
Well, this ain't the Bubble
Yeah,
Awards
that's
now.
not during the
I'm
regular
not talking
season,
about the
though.
bubble. In the regular season, he was handling his
Man,
business
Chris
too.
Paul
Chris Paul
just
got a
led.
team
Chris
that was
Paul
supposed to
just
be in the lottery
led the
in the
Thunder to
playoffs.
the playoffs.
Yeah, bro.
And
And
man,
probably
come on,
older
man.
than LeBron.
Them boy wasn't even supposed to make the playoffs.
Chris
Reg.
Paul.
Yeah, for real.
Chris Paul and who else
Chris
played
Paul
for him?
was not even leading the team in
Who else
scores
played for
every
him?
game,
Who
man.
else played for him?
Who else played for him?
Man, they have
Shea Gilgeous-Alexander?
Adam, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
Reg said that.
You
Who
got,
else? Who else?
Dennis Schroeder.
Dennis
Don't give no
Schroeder.
names. Don't give no
Get
names.
out
The
of
other
here.
one, the big,
I can give him
the
two
tall
more
one,
names,
the tall
and
one,
it
the
ain't
big
gonna help
tall
you.
one. I forgot his
The
name.
big tall one.
Not Adams. I said Adams.
That's when
The
you're
other one.
irrelevant. When you say when your name is the big tall.
Well,
one.
I forgot his name. You
That's-
know,
that
he's a
spells
real good
out
athlete.
irrelevant.
He's a real good athlete.
Your All NBA
I
third
just forgot
team.
his name. I
Ben
can't really
Simmons,
pronounce it.
That should be named the All
Russell
NBA Hurt
Westbrook,
team. Okay.
Jimmy
Third
Butler, Tatum, and Rudy Gobert. That's your third team All NBA.
That's a nice team.
I really ain't got no complaints with it. Ben, I don't know.
I mean, they got two people.
I mean
on there
for
that can-
third team, that ain't bad.
Yep,
That's
third.
not
It's
bad.
third team. Shout out to Ben Simmons.
Shout out to Ben Simmons.
Got him a new coach.
Yeah, Doc, we're gonna get into that later on. But
Yep.
Doc, grand opening, grand closing, boy.
Yeah, but hey,
my ball was ready to go.
Let's pause on that because that's like way ahead of schedule right there.
Yeah,
Now
let's
you
go.
looking at the
Let's
schedule.
go.
Y'all going into the future.
We're gonna break down. This is the NBA bracket. This is
Updated
where
bracket.
we at as of right now. But we're gonna break down all the matchups that led up to Game 1. We're not gonna get into the finals. We're gonna get into all the matchups that led into the finals, and then in our second hour, we're gonna actually get into the finals. So this is what happened. We had an upset. A lot of people, I know Lakers fans were real happy about this. Said if they wanted to see us, they should have beat them. Nuggets.
Wait, why are Lakers fans happy about it? I don't get what you're saying.
No, because
Can you explain that?
I would if you let me talk.
Go ahead.
A lot of Laker fans were saying that people who were going for the Clippers were going for the Clippers because of Kawhi and Paul George. Well, if y'all
Well, I'm
wanted
pretty
to
sure
play
that's why
us-
people was going for the Clippers. They wasn't going for Beverly and Harold.
Well, no. Laker fans were saying if they wanted to see us, they should have beat the Nuggets and took care of their business, and they would have seen us in the Western Conference
excuse
Finals.
me.
'Cause a
You
lot
said
of-
that the
hold on, let me
Lakers
finish.
fans
a
were
lot
happy.
of players, a lot of people were still saying that the Clippers would still beat the Lakers. Lakers fans were saying, well, if y'all would have took care of y'all business, y'all would have seen us in the Western Conference Finals.
Okay.
You see what we did to the Nuggets?
So I'm still trying to get you to tell me what you mean by the Lakers fans are happy. I don't understand that.
You're not the only Laker fan on earth now, Ray.
But can you explain what
I just did.
No, you didn't
Yes, I
explain
did.
that part.
Well, not to you. I mean, I don't.
You didn't explain. You didn't even answer the question, politician.
What you mean?
Oh,
I just
God.
answered the question.
No, you didn't.
I answered the
No,
question.
I'm gonna
you
tell you
didn't.
like this
A
here,
lot
Ryan.
of people were expecting Clippers and Lakers. Lakers fans were saying, well, if y'all want to see us, y'all should have took care of y'all
So
business.
how are the Lakers fans happy? Because of what?
Because they didn't get to play the Clippers.
Let me tell you.
That's not true.
Let me
We
tell you this,
actually
man.
pissed off because we wanted to beat the Clippers on the way to the championship. What are you talking about?
Real Laker fans.
What are you talking about?
Real Laker fans, and I've been one a long time. We don't even pay the Clippers no attention.
We don't pay the Clippers attention, but this year we wanted to beat them since
No, 'cause
everybody was talking
the
about
Clippers
it.
did the same stuff with Blake Griffin and,
And
Chris Paul and DeAndre Jordan.
Yeah.
They thought they was the real LA.
The
and
Lob
still
City.
ain't even
Lob City.
sniffed the finals.
So, miss me what you're talking about with that.
We the real LA. They got a little.
Move on.
We got a locker room and they got a closet in Staples.
That's right.
So any thoughts on the Nuggets and,
And
the
y'all
Clippers?
come through the back door.
That particular series. Any thoughts on that particular series? Not the
Yeah,
Lakers.
I
We're
will
gonna get
say
Lakers
this.
later
I
on.
will say this just for everybody that didn't see the series. Clippers went ice cold toward the end of that series and lost.
Yeah, Paul
What
George.
I
shooting
saw
balls on
was
the
a
side
bunch
the
of
goal.
youngsters that was running around and got them tired. And they didn't even want to play in the fourth quarter of the last game, Game 7.
They played. They just missed about 30 shots.
I
No,
seen
no,
Paul
they
George
played.
hit goals,
They
balls
played,
on the
but
side of
they
the goal.
asked coach.
Man, they was hitting the side of the backboard.
They
They was
played.
shooting air balls.
They played, but they had asked the coach if they could have sit out in the fourth quarter, and coach made them go back on that court and play.
in the last game.
Yeah. Yeah, you can pull it up and read it.
Wow.
They wanted to sit down in the fourth quarter, and coach told them to go finish the game.
Might have something to do with why he wanted to go.
Because they quit on him.
Yep.
They quit on him, and then Kawhi.
I wouldn't want to coach nobody that play when they feel like playing.
No,
anyway.
and then Kawhi turned around and said that
You
the
got to
team,
babyfy somebody and let them sit out every other game, and that's whack.
and that, and then Kawhi he said our team need to get more IQ.
They got players. They got players that give blood, sweat, and
They need to
tears.
get more IQ.
They got players that give their blood, sweat, and tears to get out there on the court, and you got people that's sitting out every other game. Get out of here.
And then
That's why they need to shrink the season from 82 and bring that thing all the way back
You
down
would
to
still
about
have load
6.
management.
60.
You would still have load management.
Well,
60.
I'll tell you what. You load manage with the less games, you're not gonna make the playoffs.
No, you know what they need to do with load management?
That's what
They need to start
happens when
fining
you're
them.
sitting down.
They need to start fining them. If you're not really hurt and you're not really injured, you get fined.
until they
But who's going to
ready
determine them boys not really hurt, though?
until they ready to discount these tickets for
I'll
the game.
determine that.
If you're not gonna let us get the product we paying for, then you got to discount the tickets.
And Chris Paul and Kawhi gonna blame the coach and throw him under the bus. You know?
Kawhi ain't said nothing.
Yes, he did.
He didn't say nothing.
Kawhi
he don't
said
talk.
no. I saw the interview. Kawhi said that the team needs more IQ. That's what he said. As a matter of fact, somebody put that on the chat line too.
Wasn't me.
Yeah, Kawhi
I wasn't keeping up with them
Kawhi
losers.
said their team need more IQ.
I wasn't keeping up with them losers because we asked Kawhi.
Matter of fact, I put that, and that's what I put that bus after
Lakers.
that because he threw him under the bus.
Kawhi was supposed to come to the Lakers, and he didn't.
Yeah, that's his fault.
Yep.
I think it was time for Doc to leave from over there anyway.
Yeah.
Well,
no.
It was time for him to go because you got. When the bubble first started, all them boys didn't show up on time.
Honestly,
you got Lemon Pepper Lou going to the strip club before he going to the bubble.
I understand all that, but Doc
you got
changed the culture.
Montrez wasn't even there. Pat Bev wasn't even there to start off like them boys.
The first game
they
they played and got their butt whooped, they tried to make like they ain't have chemistry.
No, that's what I was going to say.
They need to get out of here.
After the game, that's what they all huddled up and said
That's
right
why
after
they
the
not
game.
the-
They
that's
didn't
why-
have chemistry.
That's why they not the real LA.
So you didn't have chemistry, but you had chemistry when it was 3-1? You had chemistry then?
Yep.
Come on, man.
Long story short, they choked.
Yep.
Long story
Shout out
short.
to the Clippers being the Clippers.
Next series.
Yeah, they got clipped.
This was an upset right here. The Heat beating the Bucks. 4-1.
I didn't think it was an upset. I had picked Miami over
We don't care what you think, Reg. We don't give a damn what you think. You think too damn much. That's what you do. You think too much.
That's a number.
All right, Ryan Tucker.
That's a number one seed losing 4-1. Now I will say this for the listeners and the viewers. Greek Freak only played the first 3 games.
He got hurt.
And I think that was it. I mean, but the first 3 games he was out there by himself. So,
Chris Middleton is trash. He has no business
He
getting
came alive.
$100 million.
He scored 30 points a game after
When
the Freak
Freak
left.
left.
But I mean, why? Why would you?
Well,
do
he
that?
showed you he worked that money.
For 1 game.
Wow. And look, that goes to the argument we always have. Stats, whenever it don't matter, don't even count.
That was crazy. So
Stats. Say that again.
Stats when it don't matter is useless.
and Miami,
When does it? When does it not matter?
It looks good.
When does it not matter?
I mean, if you lost and you leaving the bubble,
Yeah,
you
you got
about
a lot
to
of
leave the
ills
bubble.
So if you lose, it don't matter. But if you win, it does.
Yeah, so if the game
Okay. All right.
over, you
right.
down 40 and you go score 30 in the fourth quarter, hey, what you did that for?
but we ain't
Y'all
even
try
gonna-
to come
You
back.
should have saved that for the
Y'all
next
try to
game.
come
Hey, but look,
Nah.
we're not even gonna make this about the Bucks though, because you got the Heat that showed that they are a formidable.
No, we didn't make it about the
opponent.
Bucks because they got the MVP. And
Yeah,
they
they
was
got the
overrated.
MVP, but they
and
lost.
they was overrated. They was
lost
favored
4-1.
over my.
I want to give Miami some
I'm
props.
glad-
They was
I'm
favored
glad-
over my
in
Lakers.
there,
I'm
for
glad-
going in there a 5th seed and handled their business.
I'm glad
Miami
that y'all
went in
could.
there
I'm
and
glad
did it.
that y'all could
They
see
handled their
why.
business.
I'm glad y'all could see why I felt he didn't deserve the MVP. Now y'all could clearly see.
He was hurt,
Thank
Reg.
you.
He left
Yeah,
after
he got
3
hurt,
games.
Reg.
Thank you.
And he still
Thank you.
averages points.
He
He
only
still got
played
his
3
rebounds.
When LeBron get hurt, what you say
Maybe
about
he
He played
that?
3
Hey,
games.
hey,
in
what
the
y'all
fi-
say when LeBron
He
get
played
hurt?
the 3 games in the
he'll-
series.
Maybe
What y'all
he'll
say
do
when
like
LeBron get hurt?
LeBron
and
ain't
go
get
team
hurt
up
in no
with some other
series.
all-stars and go get him a ring. Maybe he'll do that.
Honestly,
Maybe
Ooh.
he'll do that. 'Cause right now his squad is
honestly,
nobody.
honestly,
Ooh.
Ryan,
Maybe
honestly,
he'll do that.
Them fight words right there.
honestly, Giannis and the
Them-
Bucks
them
look
fight
like LeBron
words.
James his first 7 years in Cleveland.
What he
They
need
look
to do,
like the
Ryan?
same exact
They
team.
talking about Giannis might be going
They
to
look
Golden
like
State.
they look
What?
like the same exact team as LeBron James when he had Cleveland
They
his
talking
first
about
7
Giannis
years.
might be going to Golden
What,
State.
what,
Straight
what,
up.
what do you need to do, Ryan?
Straight up.
They talking about Giannis and
Shut
Golden
up,
State
man.
might be talking.
Get out of here, man.
Yeah, Giannis and Golden State might be
Yeah,
talking.
all-
Hey, let's move on,
all
right?
Giannis
Pull
gotta-
up that picture, man.
If Giannis,
Let's get that picture,
if Gian-
baby. Laker ball, baby.
Giannis-
Laker ball, baby.
Finish, Waylon, finish, finish.
Giannis might go play for the Miami Heat next year, the team that beat him,
Pat Riley
and do the KD.
and do the who?
He might do the KD.
He sure might.
He might go to Miami and take his talent to South Beach.
He gonna go play with the
He
team
a
that
free
beat
agent. He can do what he wants to do. When you're a free agent, your contract is up.
Now look what he
You
using.
do what you
Wow.
want to do. You're a free man.
All right.
I've
all
heard
right.
that argument somewhere
There
before.
it is.
I
And
don't
there
know
it is.
where.
There it is.
The next one, we got the Lakers
Wow.
beating the Rockets.
Lakers handling up on the Rockets, though. I'd say that 4-1, it wasn't even a contest.
This game was overhyped because people thought the Rockets had a chance. And
Well, the Rockets
no,
thought they
not
had a
really.
chance because after they beat him, they interviewed Harden, and Harden was like, "Yeah, we here, we ready to play."
He looked like he was ready to
Yeah,
go.
they got swept the next 4
Westbrook
games.
did. Hey, let's get into this because I remember in the NBA preview, somebody was toting them Rockets.
I had the
Heavy.
Rockets. I had the Rockets in the finals.
And then all of a sudden,
I mean, in the
we just
Western
fell
Conference.
off the cliff with the Rockets. Watch for Westbrook. Watch for Harden.
But look, I told you they was gonna make it to the Western Conference. I told you they was gonna make it to the Western Conference. Finals.
They didn't.
Why I never
They
heard
did?
that
Oh,
comment?
to the
Denver
semi.
did. Oh yeah, that's right. You
Why I
right.
never heard that? I never heard you say that before.
They was gonna
On the
make it in the Western
podcast.
Conference.
So that's I
It's
don't
on the
remember that.
podcast.
Go back and listen.
You was talking about
That's
the
what I
Rockets.
picked
That-
in the
and that's
Western
a promo
Conference.
for y'all to go back and listen to our.
Oh yeah,
previous
yeah.
That
for
was
the
what I
pick.
picked.
Yeah, for the pick.
That's
Okay,
what I picked in the Western
But the way
Conference.
Ryan said is like that was your second team. So I know you
Yeah,
like
he was
Texas
touting them
teams.
heavy.
No,
He
get
was
outta
touting
here.
them heavy.
I know you like
We,
Texas
we,
teams.
we
He was
picked who was
touting
gonna
heavy.
make the Western Conference Finals and who was gonna make the finals. And guess what he had?
So you
Clippers in the Bucks.
Oh, yeah, I got it
Go
all
back
wrong.
and look at the
Oh, yeah.
at the footage.
I can say it. I got it all wrong.
yeah,
I got it all wrong.
Yeah, you had
I got it
the-
all
Oh, you
wrong.
had it way wrong.
I got it all
It looked
wrong.
like I had it
The
right.
Bucks ain't even
because I
make it
said
to
You
the-
only
I
picked
said
the
Lakers
Lakers
and I
because
said
you've been on
Miami
Lakers.
and
y'all
I
just
said
happened
Miami.
to get LeBron.
You said Miami?
Don't start wailing.
Lakers
Don't
in Miami.
No,
I
Don't
said
start.
Lakers in Miami.
Wishing for a superstar for 10
I
years.
picked the Rockets and the Lakers in the Western Conference Finals, and I picked the Celtics and the
LeBron
Bucks.
fell in
So
your
you had
lap.
picked the Spurs.
I picked
my
Celtics,
bad. The Rockets.
What we doing on here? What we at on the show?
Lakers and Rockets. The Lakers.
Shots fired.
They
Lakers
won
and
4-1.
Rockets.
They won 4-1.
Lakers and Rockets. They done got rid of D'Antoni. They looking for another coach. They interviewed some assistant coach the other day. They not asking for Doc Rivers. They not looking at Ty
Doc
Lue.
Rivers.
They not looking at Gentry. I don't know who they looking at.
Doc Rivers. He's making moves. That's
Now
foreshadowing.
I did hear before this other news that D'Antoni was almost the 76ers coach.
No.
He was almost the 76ers coach. He interviewed the day before Doc Rivers.
Oh yeah.
And
I saw that.
And word on the street was he was lobbying to bring Harden with him. Boom. You know, y'all know that.
D'Antoni,
That's a
really,
rumor report
his
for
style
you.
for Houston, I wouldn't want him to go coach no other team because his style is just, it's wacky. It's wacky. Nah, bro.
No, he didn't.
Don't
It's-
go to Philly when you ain't got no three-point shooters.
But look, I give him credit. I give him credit for experimenting and trying that small ball because you know what? It
that was
worked
just
a
that
lot.
was the lineup.
It worked in Houston.
It
It
worked
worked
a lot.
in Houston, but you ain't got no shooters like that unless you go to Golden State and you got shooters like that. Come on.
It worked until they ran into the wall.
Yeah, you need a big man. Maybe a big man would help out. How about that? You traded him though.
So Boston went ahead and took care of Toronto.
Celtics, they won their series 4-3. This went 7 games right here. Toronto, heart of a champion. They hung in there as long as they could, but Jason Tatum became a star. In the closeout game, he had 29 points, 12 rebounds, 7 assists. He had a great series. Y'all thoughts on that, fella?
My thought is that Jason Tatum been a star before that series.
Okay, a superstar though. We're talking
It
about
was a
superstar.
really good series to be totally honest because Kyle Lowry brought it every night and it was very entertaining.
I see you back there, boy.
It was
Toronto had a
very
chance.
entertaining.
Toronto had a chance. It's just Boston. They had too much talent opposed to what Toronto had. But Toronto, they fought. They fought to the end.
Yep.
Yeah, and the little potato tried, everything he could.
He talking about what that boy named Kyle Lowry. I can't stand that boy.
Oh,
man.
Lowry, yeah.
Oh, Lowry.
The little potato they could.
Oh, Kyle Lowry. I can't. But he kind of earned some of my respect. But it just, he's shaped like a potato.
Yeah,
Pretty
and he
much.
just, man, to me, I think he could only start for Toronto.
Yeah.
I don't see him start nowhere else.
He a decent point guard, but
yeah.
but he a champion.
his
so you can't
time
take
is
that away
his
from him.
time is running out though in Toronto.
Going back to the West, the Lakers and the Nuggets. They ended up meeting in the Western Conference Championship. And as
Shout out to
everybody
the
knows
Nuggets,
out
man.
there right now, the Lakers won, and they won in 5 games.
Yeah, we pulled out the broom, baby.
Yes,
you know what? Every
sir.
game we done played so far, they done
Yes,
won a
sir.
game, and then we swept them the rest.
Yeah, we we not gonna give the Heat a game though.
They have water next to you.
They about to get swept.
LeBron James on the closeout game, he had 38 points, 16 rebounds, and 10 assists.
Shout out to Bron, man. Bron take a lot of heat. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, shout out to Bron.
He is a good representative of the league.
Hold on.
I'm just gonna give it
This
up,
is
man.
the time.
He
Hold on.
This is the
is,
time.
he
Hold
is,
on. I'm
man.
giving y'all the camera.
I'm gonna just
Time
keep
out,
it
bro.
real.
I'm
I'm
giving
gonna
y'all
keep
the
it real.
camera.
How you
I'm
gonna
a
sit
long
up there?
time Laker fan,
Hold
but
on, but how you gonna sit up there?
A lot of y'all,
Shout
man,
out
just-
to Brian.
just
A
give-
lot of people give him a
give-
hard time. Who is the people that give him a hard time? Who are you
Look,
talking
man,
about?
look.
Yourself?
Hey, Bron
You
is
talking
a-
about yourself?
Bron is a good guy.
We got
man.
evidence,
Look, he talking about himself on the show. Everyone said shout out to Brian.
Man, that's a lot of people,
You know, a lot of
man.
people give him a hard time.
He the
What
main one
people?
throwing
You?
darts,
You?
throwing darts.
I'm trying to give it.
You was giving him a hard time
Look,
today.
man, to all my real Laker fans.
My real Laker
Bron
fan.
trying really hard, bro. Just give him a little slack.
What?
We done got him AD
The
over
discussion
there.
was he couldn't shoot the day.
We done got him AD over there. Hey, that wasn't me.
Yeah, you and Boo. Oh,
That
but you
was
was
Kyrie.
co-signing. You
That was Kyrie.
But you
The pot
posted it,
calling
though.
the kettle
get
black.
out of here. Look, hey, shout out to Bron, Anthony Davis,
Nah, he Bron.
and the Lakers,
The
man.
pot
We
calling the
back,
kettle
baby.
black.
We back. Let's go get this championship, baby.
Who's we, man?
We back, baby. The purple and gold.
You know what? I don't want lightning to strike, so I'm about to exit
The
the
purple
building.
and gold, baby. We back.
And on the other side, Eastern Conference Finals, we had the Celtics and the Heat. And the Heat in the closeout game, Bam Adebayo, career playoff high, 32 points, 14 rebounds, 5 assists.
Bam.
Man, I tell you what,
Shock the world.
Not
Shock
even
the
just
world.
not even just that game, but the game before that was a big turning point when Bam had that big block at the rim.
Yes.
That was a big time
Yeah,
play
he
right
blocked.
there.
He blocked Tatum, the superstar
Yeah,
dunk.
that was like so winding seconds of the game, and Tatum crossed somebody over at the top of the key, go in and dunk on him, and Bam
Adebayo,
sent it back.
Bam, bam.
No foul.
And that
So-
got the Heat, Eastern Conference champions. And
Shout
I
out to the Heat, man, for making it to the championship. Eric
That's just-
Spoelstra.
that's just
you
a
know,
testament of how-
solidifying that
that's
he's
just-
a
and
great
I didn't
coach.
do this for the Lakers. I got to do it for
Now-
the Lakers, too.
That's just a testament of how easy it is to make it in the East. All these years, Jimmy Butler go over there
Here
one
goes
year.
another shot to another shot to LeBron. See, that's what I'm saying, and he just got through from saying
I
a lot of
said
people give him
handed,
a hard
boy.
time,
Oh,
man.
come on,
Wow.
man! You stop
Wow.
being so sensitive.
So the East was really strong.
I just said they come through there, and it's his first year over
No,
there
the
with
East
the
ain't
Heat.
strong, though. The East is not strong.
okay,
No,
thank
the
you,
East
Ryan.
is
Ain't
not
this
strong.
Jimmy? Ain't this Jimmy first year in the East?
Oh,
And
so he didn't play with the
No, it ain't his
76ers,
first
huh?
year. No,
I mean, when
yeah.
you know
So
with
he
his
didn't
own
play
team,
with his own team.
that's Embiid and them team.
So his own team.
Jimmy couldn't even get the ball in clutch time.
Didn't Jimmy play with the Timberwolves?
If they would have kept Jimmy,
Didn't he play
they'd
with the
have been in the
Timberwolves?
finals.
See, hey.
Didn't he
They'd
play
have
with
been
the
in the
Timberwolves?
Yep, he couldn't do that in the West.
Oh, he couldn't do that in the oh.
Jimmy ball for
That's what they
T-Wolves
said about
too, but they didn't
LeBron,
want
huh?
him. Jimmy got that Pat
Till he
Riley
got
mindset,
AD.
and Pat Riley loved him. That's why he brought him over there.
Man,
That's why he brought him over there.
Look.
They just needed a leader. He knew they was young. Pat Riley knew he needed to bring somebody in there that could mold them into some with that competitive fire in them. And
So Dragic don't do that at point guard at his age.
Come
the old
on.
So
school.
just to let
No.
everybody know, we about to
No.
kill the NBA segment for right now. We're going to come back to it later on
Iguodala.
episode 2.
Iguodala
This is the
not doing
bracket.
nothing.
The finals led up to the Lakers meeting the Heat. Dum dum dum. And we're going to get into what happened game
dum,
1
dum.
a little bit later on. You know, dum dum dum. Come on, Red.
Okay, go ahead.
he too busy in his
Turn it
feelings
up.
over
Yeah,
here.
he in his feelings.
He can't even comprehend.
So we're
right
gonna let
now.
we're gonna let everybody know what happened in game 1 in a little while.
Okay,
But
we on task.
we
right
ain't
now.
talk
We
football
on
yet.
time.
We ain't talk football yet, y'all.
Football,
NFL
baby.
started, baby.
Ooh.
NFL started. We back. We in week 3
If
right
you're
now.
not-
We ain't
if
never
you're
got
not-
into it.
If you're not excited, then something wrong with you.
Yeah, man, the
It's a
NFL
great
is
time of the
back.
year.
It's
And it-
back, baby.
And this is how we're gonna do it. We're gonna all give everybody a little synopsis of what's going on with our team. We're gonna let Reggie F baby start off with the Saints and let y'all know what happened week 1 and week 2. And we're gonna get into week 3 later on. But week 1 and week 2, Reg, go ahead, take it away. What's going on with your Saints, man?
All right, man. Week 1, we went
The
ahead. And,
Hootats.
we went ahead and took care of our business. Played against Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They came to the New Orleans Superdome, and we did time like we've been doing time since Waylon been cheering for him. You know, the last time he came to Louisiana, we made him quit in the second half, and we made him quit.
Hey, the last
in
time
the
he
fourth
came,
quarter.
last time he came to Louisiana, I went to the game. and we blew y'all out.
No, I'm talking about the game where they took him out the game.
Oh, you must be talking about something along when y'all won the Super Bowl. You talking about?
Nah, I ain't talking about that year either.
Now, that was
But anyway,
game
like
one,
I
but-
said, we beat Tom Brady game 1, took care of our business, and then we went over to
But hold on, this happened in game 1 too, though. You gotta
Big
give
time
context to
injury.
everything.
Okay. Yeah, let me backtrack. So Michael Thomas got an injury, ankle injury, and he was out for a couple weeks. And then we went ahead and went to Las Vegas the second week. Went play the Raiders in a brand new stadium dome, which is awesome.
Like the Death Star. boy.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it
They had
is.
the
It
90-foot.
is.
It's nice.
Yeah,
The little torch.
the torch. So you know, with that being said,
Waller.
watching the game, you know, from a
Saints.
from a former football fan, watching it from a former football fan. Is that right, Ryan? So watching it
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that, in my eyes, honestly, you know, we played a
Casual.
good game. A casual fan, my bad. Casual.
As a formal fan.
Casual, formal, whatever. But anyways, to make a long story short, man, we once again, like all the time, we got a whole bunch of extra penalties. And to me, it looked like they just wanted to make sure the Raiders won that first game.
So it's just the refs done cost y'all another win, huh?
Well, on some drives, that
What's
was
up
really.
with y'all in the refs?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, I don't
think
know
it's
if it's
just
our
y'all.
jerseys or what, but
all the pass
you seen-
interferences I seen was pass interferences.
Okay, all
One
right.
dude had the arm like he going down the aisle on a jump ball by the receiver. You can't do that.
Okay, so was
They
that?
got a camera in the NFL.
Whenever we was driving,
that can go 360.
Whenever
around.
we was driving,
You can tell whoever team got a winning record, huh? 'Cause you so
Hey,
charming. He
hey.
ain't let that man finish about the same.
That's all right.
He don't want to tell it right.
Whenever
he don't want to tell it
whenever
right.
we was driving, they had
And I'm shut up,
blocking
not
the
saying
back,
nothing.
all kind of penalties. Come on, man, you saw the game.
I saw
You
the
it
game, but
unfold.
I mean,
so
come
anyway,
on, man.
we went ahead and we took a loss. So yeah, that's what happened.
So
Okay.
that left
First 2
y'all.
weeks.
That left y'all at 1-1.
At 1-1.
Boom.
So what's y'all forecast? Y'all think going forward? Still got a lot of season to go.
I forecast us winning the Super Bowl.
Okay, Michael Thomas gonna be back. I think this week.
They
Next
said
week?
he was practicing this week.
Yeah,
I
this
think
week,
so.
next week.
I
That's
think
gonna
so.
be big time, man. They've been leaning heavy on Kamara. Didn't want to even pay the man.
Yep, got to be able to throw the ball more than 20 yards.
Shout out to the Saints, baby.
Pats.
Who that?
Wow! Shout out to the $500,000 quarterback.
Oh, here we go. Hey, silence.
Silent boy.
Silence.
You should have shut up. You should have thought about that before.
Nah, he brought me into that conversation.
No, you brought yourself into the
New England Patriots.
Shout out to the New England Patriots starting a new era under a new quarterback regime. We've been working hard. As everybody know, we brought Cam Newton in there on
Saving
the deal.
money, boy.
We got Cam Newton. We brought a
for
quarterback.
the low.
We got a quarterback that ain't played in 2 years.
Got it for the low.
We got a quarterback that hadn't played in 2 years, but he ready right
That
now.
boy went find him a quarterback
he
at
hungry.
Dollar Tree.
He hungry. Come on, man. Come on now.
Yeah, game one.
Hey,
Game one. Whatever game one.
We got Cam Newton. He hungry and he ready.
Oh, we
and
know
he ready
he
to prove
hungry. He don't
himself.
have no money.
He ready to prove himself, baby.
Yeah,
Let's go
hungry.
Pats, baby. Hey, let me get this camera on me, man. Get you out of my shot. Get you out of my shot.
Where said they hungry?
And-
Yeah, they
and-
hungry. Yeah,
and-
he hungry.
hey,
He ain't paying
He
no
don't
money.
have no
Hey.
money.
He probably qualified for food stamps.
Now fade Reg out the back and
Tell me why Cam
turn
looking.
his mic down.
Cam looking for his
Turn his
stimulus
mic
check.
down.
Ooh, Lord, I'm crying.
Cam, you got your stimulus. Cam, I hope you got your stimulus.
Shout out to Cam Newton in the
Go,
Pats,
Aiden,
baby.
go,
Let's
go,
go, man. Hey, okay, week 1, we start off with a divisional opponent, 11-21 victory over the Dolphins, putting us at 1-0. Cam Newton came out there, earned his check week 1, looked really good.
He ain't had to do much for that. He could have just tied up his shoes and earned that check.
That boy just had to walk in a building.
Hey, hold
it's
on.
so easy right
Turn
now.
it.
He gonna walk in a building and he gonna
Come
make
on,
his
bro.
money.
Hey,
The check.
let's
Okay,
go.
Okay.
Turn y'all mic off.
Okay, I'm quiet. I'm quiet.
We're going to do the pass segment with just me in here.
I'm not saying nothing. Reg, hush, Reg.
All right.
Back
Hush,
to where we at right now, man.
Game 2.
Cam Newton come out there week 1. I ain't even finished week 1.
Okay.
2 touchdowns,
Sweat.
Cam Newton. He come out there and put the team on his back. We did a lot of running. Offense looked totally different. And we come down and took control later in the game.
Huh? Let me stop. Turn my mic off.
Game 2, man. Game 2. Pats come out game 2. We went to Seattle in a shootout in Seattle. Turned out to be a really good game.
Yeah, it did.
It came down to a 1-yard play on the goal line. We've been sneaking all day. They stuffed the run. Come up a yard short from being 2-0.
He did good that game, and I will say this.
And I will say this. Hold on before I get your take on it.
All right.
That game there, first game, Cam Newton ran for almost 100 yards, 2 touchdowns. For the second game against Seattle, Cam Newton threw for 397 yards, almost 400 yards.
And I said
a touchdown.
and he looked really
and ran for 50 yards, 2 touchdowns. So
Yeah.
shout out to Cam. He got a lot of people he want to prove wrong.
Yeah.
And whenever he do that, we should be in the playoffs.
He looked
Yeah, Cam
really,
playing decent ball.
he looked really good.
Cam on his way to make the whole $7.5 million.
He looked really good, and
That's
I
for
felt
everybody else information.
I felt like on that last play,
7.5.
I felt
That's
like
what all the incentives add up to, baby. All he
felt
got to do is
like-
finish the season healthy, earn the starting job, which he done. And he gonna have to make
Y'all
sure
might
he
wanna-
make sure if he make it through all these games without one of those pre-existing shoulder or foot injuries.
Look, we ain't
then he
trying
gonna
to
get
hear all
paid.
that. People ain't trying to hear all that. Hey, listen, man, he did really good. My thought on
Cam
that
sold
last
us
play,
on the foot and the shoulder being ready.
that last play that he tried to run it in there, I felt like if they would have given him that Big Mac right before the game, he'd have enough energy to run it in there.
No, get out of here, Cowboys.
He ran out of energy.
Y'all got it. Hey, y'all got it in on me right there. I'm gonna just be straight up. Y'all got it in on me.
It was easy, boy.
But I tell you what,
You did it to yourself,
next,
man.
let's get
You
to
did
the
it to
next team
yourself.
because
My Dallas Cowboys.
I couldn't even get y'all off me.
Dallas Cowboys. I mean, oh Lord, it was easy. Oh Lord, okay, now I gotta pay for it. My Cowboys, week 1. We trying to figure out what's going on with our squad, new coach. You know what I'm saying? And we lost by 3. Close game, 17-20. Lost to LA
Opening
in LA.
day.
Opening day. You know, we went out there and tried to kind of get a feel for our team. Mike McCarthy. I really didn't have too many thoughts after this right here. I was like, okay, we could have pulled it off. Still had a chance at the end. I like the way Dak kind of looked and everything.
So all y'all score was 17. What happened? What was the
Well,
stats?
that was week 1.
What was the stats? I mean, what did Dak do something? Did Zeke do something?
Well, that particular game, I don't know week 1.
Didn't they have
I
like
don't know week 1.
17?
You don't know week 1?
Oh, but I know week 2 though.
How you don't know week 1? Oh, because
I
y'all
know-
won.
I know
Oh.
week 2 though.
You know, because
That's
they
the game
won.
the Falcons gave him?
Yeah, they had this game. The
Oh,
Falcons
okay.
lost.
Okay.
Oh, the game the Falcons gave us. Huh?
The game the Falcons lost.
This game right here, I was on the road driving back home from my hometown,
we
Port
get a
Arthur,
story
Texas.
for this one, huh?
Port Arthur, Texas. And them
For a
boys,
victory.
them boys was chiming in on our little phones, hit a little chat line right here and everything. Everybody was just chiming in and talking all they mess. And they thought the game was over. It was like 28-6. We had 3 fumbles in the first quarter. I didn't realize what was going on. My mama, boy, what's going on with these boys? I said, Mama, I don't know. I said, I don't know. Fourth quarter comes. Dak putting the team on his back like a warrior does. We came all the way back storming like them Patriots did the Falcons in the Super Bowl.
So this boy came with
Came
a whole
back,
once
boy.
upon a time story.
Came back and knocked them boys out, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? One of the greatest comebacks of all time. Dak even won Player of the Week that week. NFL Player of the Week. He got Player of the Week. His stats for that one was 72% completion, 450.
So we got
4
them
touchdowns,
stats.
and 109.
So how many playoffs games he won?
No, we're talking about the first 2 games of the season.
I know. I'm just asking.
That's
though.
what we're talking
I'm just
about.
asking though. How many playoff games?
Well,
he
we
won?
got to see when the playoffs start, Reg.
No,
We
I'm talking
don't
about like
know.
throughout his career.
He's only played 4 years.
How many playoff games has he won in 4 years?
Why you asking
I
that?
just asked. I just would like
Can
to
I
know.
finish my Cowboys?
Yeah,
segment?
you can
I
finish that.
it,
I'm
please?
just- I figured that's your
All right.
quarterback and
So
you
what
should
we're
know.
trying to figure out right now, from what I'm seeing, because we're gonna get into game 3, our defense is trash, pretty much. Mike McCarthy, I don't know what you're doing. I'm not. I don't know if I'm all in with McCarthy yet. I don't know.
So the first game, Dak threw for 260 and a touchdown.
I believe so. But that's the first game of the season. Take into mind, there was no preseason, bro. Dak leads the league in passing right now. Shut up.
Well, Dak,
Shut up. Shut up. He leads the league in passing.
Because
Shut
they
up.
losing every week.
What you mean losing every
When
week?
you losing,
We
this-
could have beat.
This the
Oh,
way
I can't talk
football
about
work.
it
This the
yet.
way football work. When you winning,
Oh,
you
that's
run
the
the
way
ball
football work.
and you let the clock run.
No.
When
We on-
you
we-
losing, you throwing
No, we only
the
gave Zeke the
ball.
ball 14 times. That's not because we don't run them. I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Zeke ran the ball 22 times.
No, that's week 1. I'm talking about week.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. Week 1 when he threw for 260.
There was no preseason. Waylon, them boys coming fresh out the box, man.
Right,
There
right,
was no preseason.
right,
None.
right.
No preseason.
Hey, listen,
Hey.
Dak Prescott only played in 3 playoffs games and won 1, which brings him to a .33% winning
It's not
average
all
in the
on Dak,
playoffs.
though. It's not all on Dak.
in the playoffs.
Hold on. Football is the ultimate team game, right?
Well, didn't you just say Dak put him on his back
That's
and
what I'm
came back
saying,
and won
bro.
that
You
game?
Yeah, but
that
now all of a
particular
sudden,
game-
now
You
all of
wanna
a
have it
sudden,
one way.
he said
He wanna have it one way and not the other
Yeah, he
way.
said that particular game. He said that particular game.
He want to have it one way and not the other way.
Y'all see it?
What that got to do with what you just said, though, man?
At that point, we were 1-1.
You're not
and we're
making
gonna
no
get
sense.
into week 3 later on.
You're not making no sense.
What
No, it ain't making no sense to you because you a hater.
What you holding all that Charmin tissue paper up for?
Tissue paper.
And it looked dirty.
Whole thing, Cam can't afford no Charmin tissue paper. He got to get the one ply him. Stop that, ball.
You know, Ryan.
Anyway, we're gonna move on. We gotta move on.
You know, going at you is like wrestling with a pig in the mud. You know, you like it. You like the mud.
Come on, Ryan, let's go. I don't know where you at.
Yeah, that's corny as hell, ball. Okay, who gonna do the Ravens for first?
Ravens?
Ravens, game 1 Ravens. I guess we can all chime in on this one. The Ravens game 1. They won.
They look
38-6.
good game 1.
Against the Browns.
They played the Browns with Odell Beckham them and Baker Mayfield them, but they did look really good.
Now that particular week 1,
I don't even think he missed too
Lamar
much.
got player of the week.
Yep.
That particular week. He had 80% completion, 275 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, 152 passer rating. So they balled out against the Browns. Browns were kind of, people were thinking, probably real good competition. So
like every year.
The Clippers,
Like every year.
Like every year.
Somebody picked them to go to the Super Bowl.
That's the NFL Clippers.
So we got the Ravens game 2. Game 2 came, and they played the Texans, who really is just Deshaun. They have nothing for Deshaun. They traded his best receiver. I don't know what they coach doing over there.
He out there throwing to about 6 people that's shorter than me.
And they're not catching anything.
Everybody.
But Ravens
Kyle,
won
Well,
Cook.
Deshaun not worried. He got paid.
33-16.
Yep.
Ravens won that game. And then we're going to get into game 3 in the second hour.
Yeah, we're going to definitely get in the game.
Yeah, I'll tell you what,
we're about to
after
get into
this
I
that.
got a lot to say about game 3.
After this game right here, putting the Ravens 2-0, I know they went to number 1 in the power rankings, and that's to be continued.
Yeah, to be continued, definitely. Definitely.
To be
I think they
continued.
stayed.
Yeah, to
I think,
be continued.
I think they stayed at home last week, but we're gonna look it up.
Yeah, they played in Baltimore.
No, I'm talking about stayed at their house.
Yeah, I think first stayed at home because of this.
I'm talking about they stayed at home.
Let's get into some injuries that happened while we were out. Saquon Barkley out for the season. Y'all thoughts on that?
Saquon, man. I mean, I didn't draft him in none of my fantasies, and I had some second picks in the draft.
It was unfortunate.
Glad I did.
It was unfortunate, but running backs like him that run hard.
Well, he had just got the injury before that play. Actually, he looked like he had jammed his shoulder up the way he came down
That's
on
why I
his
say
shoulder.
he plays hard, man.
And he came back out the very next play and got hurt.
He run hard, man, and
So
He has no help.
shout out to
It's just
Saquon.
him.
Hopefully, speedy recovery. Hope he back soon.
yeah, it's too much work
The
for him.
NFL lost a talent for a year.
Nick Bosa just got paid at the beginning of the season.
Nick
Well, he
Bosa.
gonna be able to enjoy his money on the sideline.
He
man.
has a torn ACL. He's out for the season for the 49ers. 49ers took a lot of injuries.
Done.
Yeah, he get to watch Joey this year, his little brother.
Yeah.
Or his older brother.
And let me see. We got also Christian McCaffrey, Waylon's boy.
McCaffrey, man.
Now
Come
he's
on.
out for multiple weeks.
4
not
to
for the
6.
season.
4 to 6 weeks from week 2.
Well, I mean, he once again, it's a lot put on his shoulders too.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. I mean, I was surprised he made it through last year after Cam didn't play none.
Yeah.
And he toted that team by himself. So shout out to McCaffrey, speedy recovery. That's a lot of people number 1 fantasy pick this year. So they can't wait for him to get back.
Now we ain't gonna
Take
stay
your
on
time.
this. We ain't gonna stay on this too long because we need to get into baseball, but like 30 seconds. Tyrod Taylor got his lung punctured by the doctor. Now, from 2 quarterbacks who played football and had to get, I don't know if y'all ever had to get a painkiller or something like that. How do y'all feel about Tyrod getting his lung punctured by the doctor?
I just look at Tyrod as a professional backup. And I think he cool with it. Because you put him in a game.
I
and
ain't talking about that,
He
though.
talking about the puncture.
The fact that
He talking about the
I'm
puncture. He
I'm
ain't talking about the
puncture is
fact that he a backup.
I'm
So
a-
since he a backup, it don't matter about
I'm
the
about
puncture.
Yeah,
to
we
get
can
to
punch him
that. I'm about to get to that.
Say he a backup, he can get a puncture.
Nah,
He don't need
look,
that.
I'm about to get
Come
to
on,
that.
man.
If y'all
Get
let
to it, get to
Ryan
it.
You
just
with
did
the
the once
bedtime
upon a time.
story.
Well, I mean, Ryan just once upon a
But
time.
that's for the Cowboys, though.
Well, this is what I was just about to say.
Get there.
They drafted a quarterback really to step into that organization. Tyrod is a professional backup, and he about to step back into the backup role. So point blank, either way it goes, it's still gonna work out the way it was
Was
gonna
it
be.
done on purpose
So
to
what
get
about
eight?
the
Nah, it
punctured
wasn't.
lung,
But
man?
it-
What about the punctured lung? Do you have
Do you
anything
feel
to say
sorry
about
for
that?
He gonna be on the sideline getting healthy like he would have been on the sideline any other time.
So in other words, it don't matter, man.
But what
It
about the
doesn't
doctor
matter.
puncturing his lung?
It doesn't matter to Whalen. He just told
So,
you that.
so you
All right.
really think the doctor tried to puncture his lung?
That's the report. He punctured his lung.
Do you really think he tried to puncture his lung?
I don't think he tried.
You know what kind of shot it was?
It's painkillers, a Toradol shot, huh? That's what they said. Wait, I can only go off the reports.
I got you.
We weren't in the room.
Yeah,
we don't know.
No.
Hey.
But they said, I heard a quarterback say, Trent Dilfer, one of them guys, they said that the doctors tell you before they give you that shot, sit down for 10 minutes because there's a potential we could puncture your lung.
Oh, with that shot.
Yeah.
With that shot.
Yeah,
So
you didn't
think
see
he
him?
tried to?
No,
Nah,
he didn't try to,
do
but
it
the
on
fact he
purpose.
still punctured his lung.
I know, but
Like,
look,
and he was the starter.
but what kind
and
of
now he can't play no more.
what kind of discussion you want to have?
That's
with
what I
that?
was just about to say. What you want me to send him some flowers?
What you-
No,
what-
I just thought it was messed up that the doctor punctured his lung when he had an opportunity to start. I think Alex Lim was going to give him an opportunity to start before they put Herbert up in
And
there.
that was my
now
whole point
and now
right
that
there.
Herbert's playing, he's not getting back in there.
That's- see?
so you think that Herbert got the doctor to
Is
go puncture
Herbert-
his lung?
No, I'm saying it's unfortunate that happened and that the
Ryan on some
listen,
Ryan on
I'm
some
trying to see.
conspiracy theory
No.
stuff. Ryan
Should-
said
should-
Herbert got the doctor to go punch
But no,
puncture
shouldn't
Tyrod
the
lung.
doctor be more like cognizant of punching that man's
Didn't you
lung?
just say that they tell the players that before that it's a possibility?
But it's never happened though.
Well, it happened.
And it happened with him.
It happened.
In particular, it happened with him.
So what you trying to say, Ryan?
This what I'm saying.
What you trying to say, Ryan?
I mean.
What you trying to do, Ryan?
Herbert starting now.
So it's so there you
Doctors
go.
told him
So there
he
you
can't
go.
play for a few weeks.
So Herbert
Do
got
you
the
think
doctor.
Tyrod is going back in the game?
So Herbert got the
Do you
doctor.
think Tyrod
to go-
going back in the game?
So you think they punched?
Do you
You
think
I don't
Tyrod
think
gonna
the
go back?
organization
I
puncturing
don't even
lungs?
think Tyrod want to go back.
You think the organization puncturing lungs?
Hey,
Tyrod don't even want to go back.
Tyrod on the bench.
He gonna be back once he's
Tyrod want to
healthy.
sit on that bench and
He
get
ain't
that.
starting?
He want to get that backup
He's
check.
still his lungs still healing, right? Did you look up how long
Yeah,
it takes
because
for
they
a
punctured
punctured
it.
lung to heal?
No, they told him indefinitely.
You looked up everything else.
They told him indefinitely.
No, he's not in.
They told him indefinitely. They
So-
want Herbert to go. Anyway, we done with that. Baseball.
So that's why you brought
No,
that out there.
I just thought it was interesting that his
Well,
lung got punctured and all
we
of a
never
sudden,
discussed that whenever we was putting this show together.
Well, y'all said injuries. That's an injury.
I
Of a starting
just-
quarterback.
Well, I mean,
He was a starter at the beginning of the season.
Well, you
season.
could have just mentioned the fact he got injured. You didn't have to make a whole topic about it.
Well, no, that was
Tyrod.
big news. He punched his lung like that's big news.
Yeah, but you trying to make it other news.
I'm not making it. I'm just saying.
Tyrod
bruh.
don't care, man. Tyrod don't care nothing about that. He want to be a backup.
And he comfortable with that.
I know.
Plus, he get to travel the world and move to different cities. So he's been enjoying that trip.
Yep.
I think Tyrod wanted to play. Tyrod knew he was starting.
You think so?
And the doctor, the owner.
You ever watch Tyrod play? Tyrod get out there.
Dr.
and he ain't finna try to
Come
win
here,
a game.
Tyrod. Something wrong with your ribs? Come here, boy.
No,
Hey
Tyrod.
Ryan, okay Ryan, since you talking like that, hypothetically speaking, would you draft him in your league, even as your third string quarterback?
Depending on how he was playing.
I'm talking about.
No, I'm not drafting him. If he's on the
Okay.
free agent wire, yeah, I'm not going to
All
draft
right,
him.
well then let's keep it moving. Then
I'm
that
just saying, man,
explains
that's
it right
unfortunate
there.
for that man.
That
Shout out to
explains it right
Tyrod,
there.
man.
Shout out to Tyrod, man.
Get healthy and be ready to be somebody back up.
Somebody who actually paid him more money than Cam.
Well, he probably got. Hey, he probably gonna make more money. He gonna probably make more money off the case with the punctured lung than Cam make playing on the field.
No, we're not going back there.
He
Baseball.
probably go throw Cam a check. Here you go.
I tell
Cam.
you what, Cam the only one in this room 2-1.
Yeah.
Because it ain't Drew Brees.
Until next week. Hold on.
Ryan.
Y'all play the Chiefs this week, right?
Ryan.
Yeah.
Ryan. He the only one 2-1 and broke.
Yeah, for real. And it ain't gonna be. That's about to change. Y'all seeing PM.
Oh
yeah, I tell you what.
Y'all gonna take a nap.
He wore his last expensive suit Sunday.
Well,
With the updo.
well, he need to be. Drew Brees need to be making what Cam make
Cam gonna
because
be
he
in
can't
some-
throw the ball over 15 yards.
Oh,
Cam-
now it's 15. It was 20.
Is it 20? Oh, when he got to 20,
It was 20.
Cam gonna be in some Levi's.
it was
next
20
game.
last year.
American League standings.
Baseball, baby.
Waylon, let's go, man.
Baseball. Everybody know we had a 20-game season, and it came to an end. And we got the standings: American League, National League. Everybody know that the playoffs was 1 through 8 this year. Normally it's just your top 6. with a wild card game to determine who's gonna play the 1 seed.
They expanded it.
But for this year with the shortened season, and I kind of like it.
The experiment.
Normally baseball plays 162 games. This year we shortened it to 60.
And I like the best out of 3.
And yeah, that first round is always like that though.
Now, I know, but I like the comp with more teams.
The wild card games always just the best out of 3. So I mean, like I say, we had the first round that's actually just getting ready to start, but they had some divisional winners, and we actually getting ready to go into the
You just want to go through those
the
divisions?
awards. So yeah, so as far as the standings where you can see where everybody finished, he just had the American League.
Yeah, I'm going
up
National
there
League.
that we didn't touch on, but as far as the American League East, it was won by the Tampa Bay Rays. You got National League.
Yeah, that's the National League.
Oh, you just flashing it? Okay,
Yeah, I'm just
then.
flashing. Just let the people see.
The East was won by the Rays.
You working that camera.
The Central was won by the Twins slightly, and the Oakland A's won the West. So you're pretty much looking at we got a little graphic of your AL West champions. Your Reds like to call them the Moneyball Oakland A's.
Moneyball.
It's a good solid team.
Got Reds, Dodgers.
They got in the National League. They got the Dodgers.
You already
won
know,
that the West in the National League on that West Coast. I hope they get them fires and stuff contained over there. But they was able to get these games going, and they started the playoffs in like a bubble format. Rays won the East. The Rays won the East. That's the conference where my Yankees play in. So we didn't win the East, but we in there, baby. The National League, National
Braves.
League East was won by the Atlanta Braves. They coming together with Acuna Jr., Ozzie Albies. They got some good pitching over there. Freddie Freeman in MLB contention for the MVP. The Cubs had a really good year, won the Central.
Yeah.
And in the Central and the AL, it was won by the Minnesota Twins. That was a tight race between them, Indians, and the White Sox. So shout out to the Twins pulling that thing out and coming out on top in the Central of the American League. So it's going to be a lot. I think it's going to be some upsets. I think it's going to be some really good games once these playoffs get rolling. And they getting ready to drop the awards. We got some candidates for the awards and some players that's leading the award race. You know, you're going to have your batting champions, your Cy Youngs, Rookie of the Year, managers of the year. But
now these are who the Bleacher Report believes are going to win. These aren't the winners, but we're going to get your expert opinion on it that way.
Yeah, as far as in the National League, the Brewers, they actually playing against the Dodgers in this first round, and they got a pitcher with Devin Williams, and he got some good movement on his ball, but he don't throw a lot of gas, but he was one of the best pitchers. I give him top 10 in the pitching, and to be a rookie and make that top 10.
Okay.
Yeah, he had a really good shortened season. Kyle Lewis for the Mariners is leading the American League Rookie of the Year race, and Kyle was knocking balls, big hits, left field, right field. He gonna be a star. Remember that name, Kyle Lewis, for your leader for the AL Rookie of the Year. As far as the managers, they got Don Mattingly. I don't know if y'all remember, if y'all kept up with the Mariners, but y'all know this the team that Derek Jeter bought into. They gave Derek Jeter a hard time for unloading Stanton. Remember when he unloaded Stanton pretty much in his prime?
Trying to get rid of everybody.
For about $300 and something million.
Yep.
That same Marlins team.
But he had signed with Rock Nation to do that.
Yeah, but that same Marlins team, you remember when the bubble first started for baseball? They was the team that was out for 2 weeks with the COVID breakout.
Yeah, I remember that.
So for them to fight back from that and all the stuff they got going on, rebuilding, and actually
I didn't know that Mattingly had went to Miami.
Yeah, that's
true.
Jeter actually got him to go there. So old Yankees combination back in the day. I tell you what, that Marlins team is a team to watch out for because they actually matched up with the Cubs going into the playoffs, and we're gonna touch on that a little bit later. But Kevin Cash, man, Tampa Bay Rays, what they did this year, was awesome, especially in that division that they in with the Yankees, and they had a really good record against the interconference teams, as far as like your American League teams and so on. So we got a big, tall task ahead of us in case we run into them Rays in the playoffs. Freddie Freeman, your National League MVP.
Freddie Freeman. Shout out to Freddie
your
Freeman.
Leader. I will say this.
I like Freddie.
Freddie Freeman, and let me touch on this real quick, Ryan, before you let that go. Freddie Freeman, he was the first MLB player to come down with COVID, to test positive for COVID.
Oh, okay.
Freddie Freeman came out and said he was having problems breathing. He and said a prayer. He thought he was about to go.
Oh,
he
wow.
said he really thought he was about to die. So, for him to fight back, and you looking at pretty much your MLB NL MVP, and he's in that race with Tatis and Mookie Betts.
Okay.
So just to give y'all some relevance, Freeman got 53 RBIs, Betts got 39, Tatis 45. You're looking at 16 home runs for Betts, 17 for Tatis, 13 for Freeman, putting him behind the 8 ball there. He bat 341 as opposed to 295 and 278 with Tatis and Betts. So his numbers are a little bit better than Betts and Tatis. So I know a lot of people like those as the favors, but Freddie Freeman had a big hit last night too. We're gonna touch on that.
Freddie Freeman.
But your American League MVP favorite is Jose Abreu for the White Sox, and they got a lot of people that know Trout, and that White Sox team actually got another MVP candidate in Tim Anderson also. So that's a really good team. A lot of people thought Nelson Cruz should got a little more love in that MVP race in the AL also. Nelson Cruz, an older player, but he had a really good year this year.
And that's your MVPs.
Trevor Bauer.
Potentially.
Yep. Trevor Bauer for the Reds, your potential National League Cy Young winner. He led the league in strikeouts. So you're looking at a youngster right there. He actually put up a good showing against the Braves. I'll touch on that a little bit later, but kept Trevor Bauer. He is a really good pitcher, and he led the league with these 60 games in strikeouts.
Yeah.
Your AL Cy Young, everybody pretty much knows Shane Bieber. He gonna beat out Garrett Cole from the Yankees for that Cy Young, and I mean he was as dominant as you can get.
Yeah.
ERA 1 point something. I mean, just he let him have it. 1.63 ERA as opposed to Garrett Cole 2.84, and he finished the season 8-1. Garrett Cole was 7-3, and both of them are 12 starts. I'll tell you this: Garrett Cole had 94 strikeouts. Shane Bieber had 122.
Yeah.
So that lets you know the dominance.
So he pretty much got like the triple crown of pitching.
Yeah, he handled his business. Well, yeah, he did. He did.
And give your boy some love, the home run king. It seems so weird.
Shout out to Luke Voigt, your home run champion. Couple Yankees could have made it. I'd say this about Judge. I think the lead was 22. I think Judge might have finished the season with about 15, and Judge missed about half of this regular season that we played. So shout out to our first baseman, Luke Voigt, bombing for the Bombers. And we're looking to take all that momentum into the playoffs. I don't know if you got the graphic for the batting title, but DJ LeMahieu won the batting title.
No, I don't have the batting title.
For the whole major league. So.
I seen
shout out to DJ.
You know, he won it last year. He won it last year too, so it's back to back.
He won that game
Putting
for
the
him
bat on the
last
ball.
night too.
But
he won that game.
That's pretty much what we got going into the baseball season, getting ready to go to the playoffs.
So everybody should be all caught up as far as that goes. We got like 2 minutes left in this hour right here. Did you want to try to get the golf? Or
Just to touch real quick on the golf, we had the playoffs. They had the Northern Trust 3 rounds. They had the Northern Trust, the BMW, and the PGA Championship was won by Dustin Johnson. He that's your champion for the 1920 season.
Yeah,
he dominated in the Northern Trust. He lost. He came in second to John Rahm in the BMW. And as far as the PGA Championship, he got out there and dominated in that final round. Won $15 million for winning that PGA Championship.
15 million.
And that was in a matter of how many weeks?
That took about 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Yep. So shout out to DJ, and then they give him a $2 million head start just for being ranked first.
Yeah.
So shout out to DJ. Right after that, we went into the U.S. Open. Bryson DeChambeau, this is one of our majors everybody talk about when you're talking about Tiger Woods and all of that.
Yeah.
But that's your U.S. Open champion.
Bryson DeChambeau.
It's our second major of the year. We got one more in November, the Masters. And even Tiger Woods and Justin Thomas had a match after the Open and the major versus Rory and Justin Rose.
And Tiger and
Tiger and JT dominated.
They
So
won.
it was a very interesting match for you golfers if you want to go back YouTube and look it up. But it was a nice format, and they went out there and put on a good show. Earn some money for charity and stuff like that.
Well, that's our recap episode, y'all. That's our.
That's where we at.
We try to catch y'all up with everything that we missed. If you're on YouTube or on social media, you can click on the link. You can go right into the second episode. Or if you're watching from AOC, you will see episode 2 very soon. We'll be right back. Stay where you at. Costume change. We about to get into our gear.
Shout out to the Division
And we'll be
Podcast.
back. Yeah, we back.
Peace.